How's it going, champ? I hope you're doing well. I wish you could have answered this call because it's actually pretty important. There was a freak accident last night. My face was smashed in. I'm alive, though. I've gone in for plastic surgery. A total makeover. They'll patch me up in no time, no doubt about that. Still, the recovery process will be intense. Can you promise me something? Don't visit me while I'm healing. It would break my heart for you to see me in such a sad state of affairs. How about this? When I'm fully healed, I'll come to you, and we can play cards and go fishing just like any good father and son should. Deal? How's it going, champ? I hope you're doing well. I wish you could have answered this call because it's actually pretty important. There was a freak accident last night. My face was smashed in. I'm alive, though. I've gone in for plastic surgery. A total makeup.
Hi, Dad. I hope you hear this. Today marks 5 months since you last called, and I just don't really know what I'm doing anymore. I keep thinking everything would be better if you were here, but you're dead to the world. I try, but every hospital and clinic gives the same answer. And I know you need your space, but no matter what you look like, you'll always be my dad.
Hey, my boy.
Dad?
Aren't you so happy to see me?
That was quite an entrance, Dad.
Well, you know I've always been one for theatrics.
You look different.
I look like you, Trent. Let's not beat around the bush.
Dad, what's going on?
Well, you have so much on your plate, I figured it'd be better if there were two of you. No, I kid. Look, I had the opportunity to look young again, I figured. What could be a better template than my own flesh and blood?
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
But seriously, you know what you did was fucked up, right?
What? When?
Oh, come on. I know it must hurt to expect a fat inheritance check and see me at your door instead, but man up.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're clueless. That's a gallon of horse pucky, and you know it, mister. 4 water pipes just so happened to converge in the ceiling above my head. Those same 4 pipes just so happened to be the only ones in the house that were rusted. One night, they all burst in rapid succession, causing a puddle to coalesce in the ceiling above my head until it caved in. And I fared worse than the ceiling. You got me disfigured. You got me ugly, buddy. You're the only one with access to the house, and the only one with a corroded enough mind to go through with something so twisted.
Dad, I would never. That's impossible.
Don't try to wriggle out of the danger zone, hotshot. Don't lie. You've broken my heart enough.
Dad, I don't know what I did to deserve your hatred, but I want to make it up to you.
But I've given you so many chances, Trent, and you continue to fall short. Whatever I ask you to do, whatever I ask you to be, you just veer off into some bizarre, sad subcategory. To think, a piece of me is out there not living up to its full potential. It disappoints me.
So on the one hand, I'm some sicko who engineered a plot to destroy you. And on the other hand, I'm some idiot kid who could never make a single decision for himself. You're the one who's cold-hearted, Dad. I'm not evil, and I'm not your plumber. I'm just your son.
You're smarter than I gave you credit for. But you can't make it on brains alone. You're weak. You don't have the wherewithal to put on the blinders and charge full steam ahead. When I die, do you really think you'll be strong enough to step up to the plate?
That was Grandpa.
Well, now you have a chance to make it up to him. A fork in the road that will determine the rest of your life now lies before you. You can take this shard and use it to end my life and carry on the family torch. But if you don't, I think you know what will happen.
Dad, you realize this is insane, right? There can only be one is your philosophy now? Is this why we have no family? Is this what you did to Grandpa, to my mother?
The woman who birthed you did so with humility and was compensated handsomely. At the end of the day, it was always just you and me.
You know what, Dad? My entire goddamn life, you only ever cared about who I was in relation to you and how I complimented you. And I always felt like I was doing something wrong by not being who you wanted me to be. But it's almost like I'm my own person, with my own feelings and aspirations. My whole life you were trying to concoct someone as deranged as you, but you failed. Find someone else to wrap your chains around, you malignant piece of shit. I refuse your challenge.
I almost coaxed it out of you. But your blind adoration always holds you back. Do you know what would happen if Sisyphus stopped pushing this stone?
Maybe he'd finally be free.
There was a time before you, and there will be a time after you. Don't think for 1 second that I erased you. I simply painted over you. I am not afraid of death. I concluded long ago that death is afraid of me. But one doesn't know if he's invincible until breaching the limits, and believe me, I've contemplated it. But whenever I do, you'll remind me how close I am to finding my successor.
Thank you.